Grease Monkey Josh here. Yeah, I shaved since the last video. I know it looks good. But we got a different video for you today. I done this video a few years ago, probably about 4 years ago. What's in your toolbox? I got a Craftsman Toolbox filled with tools. I don't have the same tools that I did 4 years ago, so everything's a little bit different in this video, and plus it's newer, it's up to date. So here's the video of my Craftsman Toolbox. Let's start the tour. Now I just got this toolbox back in February, so it's not even a year old yet. I got February 2016. So here's the whole top. I got all my sockets up top. This is my quick grab to go 1/4" drive cobalt set. It comes in real good handy if I can open it up. So I got a couple missing out of it. I'm missing a couple things like all my tools, so just part of life. I'm a professional mechanic, so you know, you tend to lose tools every now and then. Can't help it. Here we go. I got the this is a Stanley set of Torx bits. You got your 3/8 drive and your 1/4" drive. It goes from 10 Torx to 50 Torx. So it's a pretty awesome set right there. I'm missing one of that. And then we go with some more Stanley. This is the deep well metric set. It goes from 10 to 19. That's a pretty awesome set right there. Don't have no complaints about that. Now I got all miscellaneous tools. I got Stanley, Craftsman, Mac. Got a little bit of Snap-on. I got some Matco, Duralast. Next thing is Duralast. These are big Allen wrenches for drain plugs. They come in pretty good handy. And then I got your 1/2" drive right here. That's a standard. And then I got some 8-point sockets. They're 1/4" drive, and a couple are like Phillips and straights and that. And then I got your, this is Pittsburgh right here. This is Pittsburgh. This is the 3/8 drive standard set. Goes from 1/4" to 7/8. I got a couple spark plug sockets right there, 5/8 and your 3/4 and 13/16. And then I got a bunch of 1/2" drive metric right here. And then after that, here's some Allen wrenches. They're extra long, 3/8 drive. And back behind that, you see your crow's feet, and that goes from 7/8 to 7/16. There's some Allen wrenches on that. And back here is the 3/8 drive 8-point sockets. Boy, they come in handy, I tell you what. They sure do. And then I got one back here. This is a 7/16. This is good for a brick Stratton engine. And then I got a bunch of 3/4" sockets ranging from like 1" the whole way up to where is it? Spin around, spin around, spin around. Right there. 2". Now we're going to the first drawer. Mainly like a junk drawer, I guess you'd call it. I have everything from drill bits, tape measures, to a turbo clamp, to chisel holder, to fuses, to JB weld of all things. Some blue RVT, some black RVT, some nut drivers for the drill, some wire brush, a broken Harbor Freight pick. So there's some Allen wrenches, a little bit of everything in this drawer. A couple bolts, metric bolts, business cards for my business. And then we go into the second drawer, which is actually just O-rings and hose clamps, and sorry I burped there. And then we got your tire plug kit. Nothing too fancy with tire plug kit. Just your basic, you got tire plugs, your cement, a couple patches underneath there. Pretty basic. Basic stuff for basic everyday needs. Working out of a 5-bay garage. And then we go into all the screwdrivers. There's name brand in there. There's Stanley, Craftsman, Kevin tools in there. So a little bit of everything. I got that. This is a for like your eyeglasses, really small set. Got that from Dollar Tree, you know. So got some eye on drilled felt bits. So I like this Craftsman box. It's a really good box. All drawers are nice and smooth. I've had a snap-on box at one point in time, and a bunch of snap-on tools, but unfortunately I kind of left it go back because I couldn't just afford the payments anymore. This is probably my favorite tool right here, the Master Mechanic 7-inch like channel lock, vice grips, adjustable vice grips, and then you got your well, not vice grips, but channel lock, you know. And then you got your vice grips. There you go. You got your vice grips right here. Bigger pair there. Some needle nose pliers. This one has like the 45. Then I got like a 90 down in there. And there's a straight one. Bunch of wire strippers and everything else. Snap ring pliers. Here's a small set, and the bigger set, it's right here, it's buried. Get bigger set. They all come in handy. You know, you got tools. You never need, you know, you always need more. And then I got your flange wrenches, which would be, you know, for your gas lines and your brake lines and all that. That is a standard set, and it goes from 1/4 inch, 13/16 Harbor Freight Special. It's pretty awesome. I got a bunch of different wrenches. Here's a set from Walmart, ratchet wrench. Boy, for $20, I've beaten on these things all day long, professionally. They take the abuse. I get your stubbies right here, your stubby wrenches. And then I got a pack of Matco. That's your metric set. That is a pretty awesome set right there to have. All my wrenches go from about, I don't know, 7 metric up to about 20 or something, or 19. And then from like 1/4 inch to, what's my biggest one? 1.25 inches is my biggest. So, that's a lot of money right there in wrenches. And then I got some more Allen wrenches. They're pretty neat. I'm missing a bunch of my metrics. I use the metrics most. Set them up there. And then I got the little heat gauge thing. Works pretty good. 76 degrees, 75. Yep, 75. And it holds it so you can read it in like another minute from now. And this is screwdriver bit like thing. All your little bits. You get all your torques and everything. A couple other different ones and drive nuts and stuff. We're down to the middle box now, so we're getting halfway there. And then you got your compression tester. That's just a Harbor Freight. U.S. General, which is all good stuff, really good stuff, no complaints. Put that right down in there. And then here we have got Stanley. There's another Stanley. That is a power build 3/4 inch extension. We got some Craftsman. Here, if anybody knows this, how old is that Craftsman right there? Craftsman, 1/2 inch drive. I wonder how old that thing is. There's another 1/2 inch. That's a Husky. Get the torque wrench, 1/2 inch torque wrench. Set it up here, get it out of our way. A snap-on. Look, some snap-on. That's 1/2 inch drive breaker. And then this is a Japan 3/4 inch ratchet. Probably about 18 inches long. There's another 3/4 extension. Another little Craftsman. That is a, I don't even know how you pronounce that. Stanley. And then I got reducers and swivels, impact swivels. There's a Matco impact swivel 3/8 drive. Another extension. There's a Master Mechanic. All different. There's a 1/2 inch drive impact. A little nut driver thing. 3/8. This is worth some money to me. That is an 1.5 inch long 3/8 drive extension. About 3/4. Matco 10 inch 3/8. So now we're into bottom box here, top drawer. We got your disc brake tool, your damper puller, your little bits to take out bolts and that, broken off bolts, your retractors, all miscellaneous like specialty tools. Some wiring, some quick disconnects, and basically a little bit about everything in there. And then you got your, all my air tools. You got a Matco 3/8 drive right here. And then you got your 1/2 inch drive, that's an air cat. And then you got your DA sander, your impact like little hammer thingy, high speed air cut, your tire pumper thingy, grinders, two, 3, 4 grinders, a bunch of stuff. Some oil, because you need lots of oil. You need lots of this with lots of Craftsman. And then we got the Porter cable. We got all the Porter cable 20 volt. You got the grinder, the sawzall or reciprocating saw. You got the Drill Master heat gun and the Drill Master drill. Tiny head on it, you know, for tight spots. And then you got your Porter cable light, DeWalt 4-inch grinder. There's a timing light. So we got basically about everything in this box to do the job. We got pry bars, there's pry bars, body hammers, rubber mallet, sludge, little 2-pound sludge. We got your, set this stuff back in there. There's a brass hammer down in there, a 6-inch C-clamp, a big old monkey wrench in there, some pickle forks, and then you got your, here's some more Matco tools. I got a Matco dealer, stops by the garage, and you get your chisels and punches, you got your punches, and then you got your, these are round center punches, and then you got your other roll pin punches, and then you got your flat chisels, and then you got 2 center punches, and then you got a drift punch. So there's the tour of my Craftsman Toolbox, and this was a $250 box. When I went to Craftsman, I had one like maybe that tall, like about here, about the middle box. I had a Craftsman box, but I had that sucker, you know, can you imagine almost all these tools in that little box? So I stepped up this one. I wanted to get the next one bigger, but the budget just wasn't there. This was like $250 before tax, and after tax it was like $260, you know, $265. Next step up is I'll probably get a US General toolbox, probably a 44 or 53 or something, that, you know, I have no problem farther down in life. You know, if I buy $500,000 more tools, you know, I don't have to worry about any room or anything like that. So, so you got the tool video of the day. You got the Craftsman and all different brands of tools, and I used to have a bunch of Snappy left, so that's what you got after Snappy.